All right, welcome back. Be afraid, but freaking do it anyway. That's what it says. That's the message that our next guest wants to get across in her new book. It puts the focus on healing for your mind, body, spirit, and soul.
Love it. And joining us in the studio now is board-certified psychiatric nurse, practitioner, and author, Gina Tumasi. Thank you so much for being here, Gina.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us what you do exactly.
Yeah, so my practice is Psych On Demand LLC. We provide therapy services, medication management, coaching, and we also support students who are in therapy school and nurse practitioner school as well.
Wow.
And we support them through their journey.
And you just came out with a book.
Yes, I did.
And what is the name of it?
It's Being Afraid and Freaking Doing It Anyway.
Yeah, that's why we said that in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought about it as name for the book. Why not?
And what's the inspiration behind why you wrote this book?
Oh my gosh, so growing up in Ghana, where I'm originally from, we don't really talk about mental health in that way. Especially when it comes to children, your emotions are not valid. You're just saying, do you have food? Do you have shelter? Maybe you have your parents being there. That should be enough. How you're feeling and navigating life is put to the back burner. Pray about it. What is depression? We don't know that. So that inspired me to really start to grapple with what it looks like for people like myself, having come from Africa, and also for people of color as well. What does mental health look like? What did it look like being a child? Was it crappy? And how do you heal from that and be able to live a meaningful life despite whatever childhood looked like for you mental health-wise?
Do you think there's still a stigma regarding mental health?
Oh, absolutely. I think there's been a lot of progress, especially in this part of the world, more so than where I come from in Ghana, in Africa. There's still a lot more stigma in that way. So this is why I do this work, in order to bring a little more enlightenment when it comes to mental health overall in our communities, in our immigrant communities especially.
Do you feel that there is a through way to heal from our childhood trauma? Because each one of us, we all hold some kind of trauma from childhood, and we carry it around. But what is the thing that you feel is going to release that?
Oh my goodness, such a good question. I think so long as you're willing to look inward and be able to be willing to do the work to heal your childhood, like, for example, reparenting yourself is a great thing. So looking at your child version of yourself and saying, what can I give that version of myself now as an adult? So that can look like, venting. Venting can mean going to therapy. Therapy. And that can look like journaling. That's why my book, I have 2 workbooks that come along with it.
Oh, great.
You Are Not Broken, and the other one is navigating your mental health as well. So as you go through the pointers in the workbook, it gives you opportunity to write down your inner pain, your anger, the resentments, and all of that stuff.
Get it out.
So you're validating your emotions, you're venting, you're writing it out, you're getting perspective from a therapist, and then you're finding value in it. You're doing all the stuff like eating healthy, sleeping, getting rest, finding community. All those things rally around you to make a more meaningful way to live despite whatever you've dealt with or your experiences like in childhood. I call it crappy childhood. Like I said, most of us had something. Most of our parents maybe were not equipped or didn't have the skill or the resources to provide us with those things, so we cannot constantly go through life being in victim mode. If my dad gave me this, maybe I wouldn't be like this. If my mom had given me this, maybe I won't be like this. But that's already done. In the here and now, what can you do to move your life forward, to have momentum, to have meaning, to have vision and purpose for your life? That's what I do. That's what I'm passionate about.
Beautiful.
That's why I wrote the book.
Therapeutic counseling, nutritional counseling, mindfulness and meditation, herbal and natural remedies, lifestyle coaching, you do it all.
I do it all.
Wow.
I do it all.
How do we get in touch with you?
So Psych On Demand, my website is yourpsychondemand.com. So once you get to that website, it leads you to all, like my books and all that stuff, the services. I have coaching services now that I have offering now. So if you go to yourpsychondemand.com, it will lead you to all my socials as well. I'm always on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I do lives on YouTube and TikTok, and I'm on Instagram as well.
You're everywhere.
So I'm everywhere.
Which is great. We need to break that stigma about
Absolutely.
therapy is so helpful,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
everyone should be afforded the opportunity to experience
Prayer
that.
is important, especially in my community, but prayer without doing the work and sitting with yourself, sitting in the discomfort of what happened, because we all have our stories of what happened to us, but sitting with the discomfort of what it is and being able to navigate from there on.
Well, Gina, we can't thank you enough for being with us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. I
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
being here.
Have a great day.
You too.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
All right, coming up next on this Friday afternoon, we're going through the Garden Gate to check out some beautiful blooms. We're going to tell you all about a great event that will let you take a tour of the backyard sanctuaries in the Manchester area.
It looks so beautiful. Can't wait for that. Plus, a little later on, one of our favorite things about the summer is Food Truck Fridays.